Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Irene. If you've already subscribed, thank you and welcome back. Today I'm going to start my holiday baking series part 1, and I'm going to start with my buttercream recipe. This buttercream recipe you can store in the freezer until you're ready to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with 1 cup of room temperature butter. That's 2 cubes of room temperature butter. If your butter is cold, you can go ahead and place it in the microwave for about 15-second intervals until it's at room temperature, not melted, but room temperature. If you happen to melt your butter, just set it out for a couple of seconds and it will firm up. So I'm going to go ahead and whisk my butter for about 5 minutes until it starts to lighten up and get aerated. So I'm going to go ahead and check my butter. It's looking a little white and aerated, so I'm going to go ahead and scrape the edges of the bowl before I add my sugar. I'm going to go ahead and whisk it for another 3 minutes. So your butter should look like this after 5 minutes of whisking. It is literally completely white now and full of air. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar. This is a 16-ounce box of powdered sugar. And for 1 cup of butter, I'm going to use 1 pound of powdered sugar. This box is 1 pound / 16 ounces. Now, I'm not going to add the whole box. I'm just going to add a portion of the box of the powdered sugar just to get some of it incorporated with the butter. It is going to need some liquid, so I'm going to go ahead and add my vanilla. This is an organic clear vanilla that I got at my local cake baking supply store. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the clear vanilla, and this will help to incorporate the sugar with the butter. And then I'll go ahead and just add the rest of the powdered sugar that's in the box. Mix well to combine. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of warm milk. Not hot, not cold, but warm. And that's 2 tablespoons. Adding this liquid will help thin out the buttercream, and also here I'm going to add 2 sprinkles of salt. So adding the milk will thin my buttercream and also melt some of the powdered sugar granules and the salt granules. I know the powdered sugar, you know, is not like the crystallized white sugar, but it does have like a grainy feeling if the powdered sugar is not completely melted, and that's why I add the warm milk. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape the bowl and put it back for another 3 minutes to mix again. This buttercream recipe freezes really well, so I'm making my buttercream first and putting it in the freezer so that I have my buttercream ready for my cupcakes whenever I make my cupcakes. All you need to do is take it out, bring it to room temperature, and beat it again in your mixer just to get some air in it, and then it'll be ready for you to pipe onto your cupcakes. So this is what it looks like after you whisk your sugar and butter, milk and salt and vanilla together. Nice and creamy and aerated. It's nice and white, and it's not grainy. So this is part 1 of my series because I'm going to make my cookie doughs in my next videos. Because all together for my treat boxes, I'm going to have brownies, sugar cookies, cupcakes, chocolate chip cookies, and peanut butter cookies. So now that my buttercream is done, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in some plastic wrap, and then I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag. But first I'm going to put it in the first I'm going to put it in the saran wrap, and I'm going to make sure I take all the air out of the saran wrap so that my icing doesn't get any of the freezer odors while it's sitting in the freezer. So I got, excuse me, so I got the bowl nice and clean, scraped all of my icing out, put it in my saran wrap, and now I'm going to wrap up the saran wrap and stick it into my Ziploc bag. Guys, if you're going to follow along with me and you make all of your portions the way I do, you'll have everything you need to make treat boxes by the 20th. I plan on delivering my treat boxes to my friends and family on the 20th, so that's why I need to prepare a little early so that I'm not doing everything at the last minute and everything on the same day. Because this process took about 20 minutes after preparing and cleaning up. So that's what it looks like. So guys, like, share, and subscribe, and stick around for part 2 of my holiday baking series. I hope you'll be here for the next video.